It started like any other peaceful morning in the mountains, sunlight cutting through the trees, birds chirping, the scent of pine in the air. My wife and I had finally escaped the madness of city life and bought a cabin upstate. Quiet, secluded, surrounded by nature, exactly what we needed, or so we thought. What we didn't realize was that this seemingly tranquil mountain neighborhood came with something far worse than traffic or noise. It came with her, the self-declared queen of the HOA, Karen. Now, when I say Karen, I don't just mean a mildly nosy neighbor. I'm talking clipboard in hand, sunglasses at 7 a.m., stomping down your driveway Karen. She'd already sent 2 warning letters over the non-regulation mailbox we'd installed, and once even left a note on our door because our welcome mat didn't reflect HOA standards. But what happened next made those look like gentle reminders. We were 3 weeks into enjoying our cabin when it happened. I was inside adjusting a ceiling fan when I heard this shrill, furious yelling outside. My wife was on the porch sipping coffee, and suddenly she called out to me, "You might want to come out here." I walked outside to find Karen marching up our gravel driveway in boots to clean for the mountain, waving a thick blue binder like it was a badge of authority. Her face was red, her hair wind-blown, and that binder was flapping with rage in her grip. "You are in violation of HOA Code 18C, she screeched, "and I have the right to inspect the premises immediately." I was stunned. Inspect? For what? I asked, still trying to figure out what rule we'd possibly broken. Karen didn't even respond. She stepped past my wife, who calmly stepped in her way. "You're not allowed to enter the property without permission," my wife said firmly. Karen scoffed. "The HOA has jurisdiction over all structures visible from the street. Your fence and shed are both in violation." "We don't even have a shed." That's how ridiculous this was getting. I tried to stay calm. "Look, if there's a problem, send it in writing. You can't just barge in." But she was already trying to open our side gate. That's when my wife did something that made even me pause. She reached into the small drawer by the porch window, pulled out a manila envelope, and walked calmly down the steps. "You might want to take a look at this before you trespass," she said, handing it to Karen. Karen snatched the envelope with all the grace of a toddler denied a toy and ripped it open. Her face changed instantly. Inside was a signed legal warrant, not against us, but against her. "See, we've done our homework." Karen had tried this same harassment technique on 3 other cabin owners in the area. One of them was a retired attorney. After we heard their stories, we gathered statements, got security footage, and filed a restraining order. Karen had just violated it. She stood frozen, not yelling, not moving, just blinking. Her face went from red to pale in seconds. My wife didn't say a word. She just raised an eyebrow and took a slow sip of her coffee. Karen took a step back. I didn't know. This is," she stammered, the warrant trembling in her hands. "We do things by the law here," I said, "and the law says you're trespassing." She turned and walked away. Not stormed off, walked quietly, like she realized she'd lost. That afternoon, the sheriff paid her a visit. Word spread fast in a small mountain community. And just like that, Karen wasn't the queen of anything anymore. But what she didn't know was that we were just getting started. Because if she thought a warrant was the end, wait till she sees what we build next.